Race fam, Brian Davis races and you can too. Today we are going bike racing and I'm excited because this is going to be a very unique race. It is at a course called Road America and today's race is going to be on the karting track, not on the big car track. On the big car track, they're doing a charity event, My Team Triumph, and I think Vegan Cyclist will be there and that's going to be cool. I have no strategy going in today because it's very strange. It's not a USA Cycling event, so I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know what caliber of racers are going to be there. I'm going to do the advanced category, which is 2 3s, and then I'm going to do the elite category, which is 1 2 3, or whoever wants to come. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm going to learn right along with you how this day goes. So. Good for you, buddy.
I got to ride my bike.
Yeah, right on. How was the course? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Is the hill good?
It's climbing. What do we do 10 miles for 1,000, almost 1,100 feet?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, it sounds like there's a fair amount of climbing, so that'll be interesting. And sounds like Vegan Cyclist is going to do the race after all later, so that'll be fun. Sean's got the right attitude. I'm out here on my bike having fun, and that's the only thing that matters. 4 of us or 5 of us, maybe 6, we'll see. So that'll be fun. That'll kind of add a little excitement to an otherwise boring race. So thanks VC. Just chatted him for a while. He remembers Fix It Sticks. I sent him a pair of Follow Hollow socks, and after I sent him, I was like, "Oh, hey, sorry. I guess those aren't vegan. So apologies." And he's very gracious about that too. So. I've met him before at some industry events and such a nice, humble guy, so appreciate him coming out to Wisconsin, showing support for My Team Triumph and local bike racing by doing the little crit too, so cool. Hey! Yeah, well, I think your strategy is weighing like 110 pounds. That's helpful.
Tyler's not 110.
Well, you know. It's all relative.
All right.
All right.
Well, you've got all that extra weight.
That's right. All right, here we go. A little computer problem to start off the day. There's a long list of things that I did not awesome during the day. Mostly, I just didn't have the right energy going into the race, so that was a bit of a bummer. I just felt lethargic all day. Just didn't feel super into it. It was awesome to see VC there. You can see his rear pie plate there. He's got a huge gearing on the back, which is good. He's going to need that later because on the big track later in the day, they do a 12-hour course where he dragged around a full human being for 12 hours. This is the small course. So start finish, we just went through that hill at the top of the screen where it goes up and back down. Man, that thing is a killer. There is a significant hill there. So we did this course like a ton of times, a bunch of laps. And so real quick on this race, this is the advanced 2-3 race. You can see there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 of us in this race. And it was a little frustrating because it's such a cool event. It's at a cool venue. I thought it was well promoted. People knew about it, talked about it. There was just a lot going on in Wisconsin this particular weekend, so maybe that was the competition. But if you get a chance to come out to Hairpin 100 next year, you definitely want to take advantage of that. The organization does a great job. My Team Triumph, the charity ride later in the day, is an amazing event. So here you can see in the beginning of the race, Tyler's teammate Travis Longfellow goes up the road, and I close the gap. Eventually everybody's going to close along with me, and which is fine. I just didn't have the legs or the horsepower or whatever it took to do this race. This course made it very clear to me that climbing courses are not my friend. They're just not. And this course was interesting too because you couldn't really get a rhythm. There wasn't a long straight section where you could just build up a head of steam for kind of the locomotives of us who ride bikes. But this definitely favors a climber who can snap out of corners a little bit as well. So anyway, a super fun course. It was super, it was interesting. It was just always coming at you. It was always coming at you, even though you'd done it 1,000 times. By the time the race is done, it felt like every lap you're picking up some new piece of information. So Travis and Tyler did a good job of doing teammate work. Pretty obvious here. They're going to send Travis up the road. Tyler's going to sit in. If Tyler gets pulled back, Tyler's going to go up the road, and Travis is going to sit back in. Eventually it worked. Tyler went on a long breakaway by himself and ended up winning the race, which is awesome. So good job, VC. Congrats. Great to see. this was a no-joke course. So granted, there weren't a lot of people on the course, but the course itself was the challenge. So I hope that he takes some pride in this win, because it was no joke, that's for sure. And then Dan Fueling, who's going to be in 3rd place, that's the rider right here in front of me in the blue shorts and white top from Adept Cycling. He did a great job of sticking with there despite the tactics. They just couldn't get rid of him, so he definitely hung on for 3rd. Great job, right? And then local rider and yeah, well, this rider here to the right is going to come up later. So we'll talk about him in a minute, because he plays a key role in how the race turns out, this race, and ultimately my whole day turns out because of something that you're about to see pop up on the screen here during this race. So let's wait for it. I think we're all right. Anyway, there's a gap. I don't know if that's Tyler up the road there. Crash. Oh boy. Hey, oh, Lance Armstrong flashbacks. Probably should have just kept going cyclocross up the rest of that hill to rejoin the group at the top there, but I came back in. Now that was honestly not a big gap, right? Like I probably in a normal day should have been able to close that up, catch up with those guys, and off I go, no big deal. But this course just took just enough out of me where the littlest excuse is going to be what I'm going to use to allow myself to drop off the race course. I really wanted to go home after this race. I'm so glad I didn't. This was a real gut check for how I approach cycling, and I'm glad that I stuck around the whole day. It was a big day.
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of an unfortunate day of bike racing.
Yeah, I was frustrated the rest of the day, but there was a lot of hours between the two races.
That was a killer.
So I was able to get just a little bit of rest, get my head back together.
Me and my
say,
other
like,
friends
hey,
here,
I'm here to race.
They just helped me do
race.
some math. This race is called the Hairpin 100, which means that this race is 100 minutes. For those of you at home, that's an hour and 40 minutes of racing. So I will definitely not be finishing the Hairpin 100.
Maintenance for my fellow racer. His bike broke in the last race, and we got his chain off. We got his front derailleur off. Got it put back on the big ring. And I think we're gonna be okay. What do you think? Did it pedal? See? Yeah. Maybe shift the rear once or twice. See how she does. Bodger hack. Hack.
You going for 65 or 100?
Oh, are we voting on it?
I guess.
Well, I definitely vote for 65.
All right. 65 or 100?
Oh, Trevor sucks, man. Sorry, buddy. I don't think our hack is going to work for Trevor.
Well, sorry, Trevor. We did our best. That's unfortunate, but VC for sure was not going to finish this race. He's got a big day. I even told him, I said, man, I don't even know if I'd line up for this second race. You're in for a long night, brother. That big hill on the real course, or the one that he did 12 hours on, that is no joke. That's a lot of elevation. And carrying the full My Team Triumph rig on your bike is no joke. So, man, hats off to VC. What a big day of riding. A lot of hours. So it was awesome to see him out at this event, and got to meet his family and Travis, and I don't know, it's just fun to hang out with folks that have such a passion for cycling. I love it. So, and I have a passion too. Now, this is the pro race, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to get dropped, and I knew I was going to get dropped after a few laps. But I'm really proud of the way I stuck it in and stayed on this race. I was going to quit a number of times, but I didn't. I stuck with it because I was actually in 5th place, and I was like, well, maybe I could win some money. And then I just kept thinking, well, if I stay out here longer than Trevor, at least I won't be last, which is pretty much what got me through the day. And then do awesome stuff like that, like go off the road race course when you're all by yourself. That's awesome. This is me climbing the hill every time. Pain, so much pain. 500 watts, 500 watts, 500 watts, 500 watts. Oh, killer.
35 minutes.
This is the first time I quit.
Once. And the double lap is coming.
I think I quit 3 times during the race.
No, I gotta keep going. Trevor's still out here.
Trevor.
Dang it. Trevor. I'd like Rich to pull me, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Trevor! Sucks, I have to root for somebody's mechanical to get worse. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, it's time. Woo! Cheers. I feel like I should get a beer shortcut.
That beer actually got me back in life, right? It made me feel much better. I think I sipped that beer for like 4 laps. I only had 1 beer, but I was like, well, I could slam it, but why? What's the rush?
Ralph put on the afterburners. We got a long way to go. Looking good, Ralph. Hell yeah, brother. Give him hell. Oh, maybe the beer's helping. Carving up. Here comes Trevor. 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 Most beers during a race. Thanks. Never done that.
That was a fun race. I just had fun staying in there. And like I said, I wanted to quit a bunch of times, but I'm really happy I didn't. I was very proud of this effort, even though it wasn't that big of a deal. And somehow, I got the KOM on the day, and it's stuck. Days later, it's still there. So I don't know if somebody didn't upload yet or what, but I'm happy about it.
See you, buddy.
Moral victory.
I'm glad I raced. Best fans ever! Oh yeah, baby! I'll take everything I can get. I'm glad I didn't quit. I gotta do one more now. I feel bad for Trevor, but I was using that as a lot of motivation.
Well, Trevor left, and then I was going to pull out, but then Rich kept telling me, like, you're in 5th place. Well, there's only 5 people left, but he kept saying, you're in 5th place. It worked. I stayed in there. So thanks, Rich, the official. Aww. By the way. Rich is the longtime official for WCA Cycling, so appreciate him coming out for this.
Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah. I just decided if I'm not cramping, then I'm still racing.
Crampy I'm going to be on the way home? Oh my God. 18 laps left. Are you kidding me? Well, Eric has separated himself from Gabe, and then Chad has given Gabe a little extra help, which is nice. I cannot do such things. There's Ralph. There's Eric's gonna be coming down the hill here. There he is. We're 5 laps left. Holy crap. Did not think I would be here.
Dude, Eric just crushed this race. Holy cow. Hats off to Eric. And hats off to my coach too, to get me through this effort. I was impressed that I was able to get through it. So I'm happy, even though the results were suspect. Even though I did get on the wide angle podium.
We're done, race fam. Let's race, Eric. Holy smokes.
But that's pretty wide angle podium. Charity gift for sticking it out to the end. All right, thanks organizers. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you out there at the next race next weekend.